guys with some tales to share. John and Dan, unscripted and rare.
Welcome back, everybody, to John and Dan Unscripted. I'm John.
And of course, I'm Dan. We're on location at the California Automobile Museum in Sacramento, California, aren't we, John?
We are, and we're sitting in Big Bird's car.
We are. It's a beautiful car.
I don't think it's Big Bird's car, but it is a car that's pretty cool.
Closely resembles Big Bird.
And it bounces around a lot. It's really cool. Easy, big fella. Anyway, Dan, we're here to look at the cars, to share this museum and all the wonderful cars with our viewers.
Yeah, and I hear that there's a wonderful exhibits manager that we can talk to, ShaVolla Rodriguez.
ShaVolla, very good.
I'm excited. She seems, I talked to her on the phone, she seems wonderful.
Let's go talk to her.
ShaVolla, welcome to the John and Dan podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, exactly. ShaVolla, tell us a little bit about the history of the museum.
So basically, the museum started, there was a group of guys who were auto enthusiasts, and they had this grand idea of creating an auto museum, but who has that kind of money? So they all got together and put some money in the pot and started looking for a space. They worked something out with the city to lease this building, which they eventually purchased. Originally, this was the Ford Towe Museum. And then Mr. Towe ran into some troubles with the IRS and ended up having to sell off a lot of his vehicles. Thankfully, the community came together, and there were a lot of people that did not want to see many of the cars leave the collection. And so they came and made bids on the cars, purchased them, just so that they could stay here. So some of the cars that went up for auction never left because people bought them and said, the point is for the cars to stay here. Over time, other cars started getting donated, or they asked to be displayed, and it became the California Vehicle Foundation, which then is the California Auto Museum. So it's a mixture, and we have about 150 cars here.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you currently do your funding for the museum?
Through many different ways. Fundraising, sponsorships, a lot of fundraising, a lot of sponsors and donors that come in. We have a lot of members that enjoy this space.
How and when did you get involved with the museum?
I got here probably involved about 2021. I came here for a car show. One of the members from the lowrider community had a car show out in the front parking lot, and my husband and I brought our cars, and there was this guy who just kept going back and forth and back and forth in front of the cars. And then I'd leave and I'd watch, and then I'd go back to my car, and then he'd go back and forth in front of the cars. And finally he was like, do you know who owns these cars? And I was like, yes, actually, that's mine and that's my husband's. And he was an older gentleman, you know, he had his little walker and he was cruising around in it, and he introduced himself. And he said, you know, I used to have a 39 before I went to the war, and I had to sell it, and I've always missed that Buick. And so I said, well, you know, like, where do you live? Did you come from far to, you know, be here at the show? And he's like, well, actually, I live down the road over in the Land Park area, and I'm one of the founding members. So I was like, wow, okay. So we struck up a conversation. I said, you know, when you're ready to go home, let me know. I'd love to take you for a ride in the car. So he was ready to go home.
Which car was that?
The 39 Buick.
Okay.
So a 39 Buick Limited Touring. So it's an 8-passenger car. So it's a 19-foot beast.
Big stretcher.
Yes. And so his daughter helped us load him up in the back. We put the windows down, the music up, and he kind of just did one of these waves to everybody as he left.
You had mentioned earlier that part of the cars are on loan and part of them are owned by the museum?
Yes.
How does that work?
So we have mostly, that I know of, acquired cars through donation. So people hear about us, they love the idea, they maybe don't have family members that are interested in the car, or they have a very strong feeling that their car belongs in the museum for people to enjoy always, and know that like this is going to be an educational piece, or just seen as a piece of history. And so they reach out to us and they'll donate their cars to us, and then we make a decision based through an exhibits committee whether this is something that we will continue to display, we'll tell a story on it, or is it something that maybe we have a lot like that, or maybe if it doesn't have a story that we're telling, and then we make a decision to sell it. So it can go either way.
You mean I can buy one of these cars?
Yes, absolutely. We do have a car sales.
Oh, I'm liking that Cobra behind you, I got to say.
It has to be one from our sales area.
Well, you'll have to show us.
Is the 240Z in the sales area?
No.
I'll have to come back then.
The owner would he comes actually like twice a week or twice a month to take the car out. So he really enjoys his car.
We understand you have a strong volunteer program, you have docents.
Yes.
How does that work? If somebody was watching this, maybe wants to help you out, how could they do that?
So we have a docent program that we promote all year long. It starts in January and runs from January to May. And there's a weekly evening class where they teach you about some of auto history, but also what it takes to be a docent here, and how to interact with customers, car safety, different things like that. So you take this course, you graduate, and then you kind of go on your path. You, with that course, it's a $100 course, and then you give X amount of hours of service. So then you volunteer, you can do one shift, you can do 3 shifts, it's kind of up to you. And it's 3-hour shifts that you come in and you interact with guests and you give them tours and talk about the cars. If you don't want to docent, the whole time giving tours and stuff like that, you can also become part of our pit crew. We have a detail crew, we have a road crew. So we have all these little groups of volunteers that come in and do different things. Pit crew works on our cars that road crew takes out. Road crew takes out cars to community events. We rent them also for like special occasions. And so if they need any servicing, we have the pit crew for that. We also have a detail crew that come in and they wipe down all of these lovely cars.
Can you tell us what the pit crew does exactly? How
Yes.
that works?
So what happens if we get cars that are on donation that we're going to sell, they do a complete safety check on the car and then make any repairs that it needs before it gets sold. And then also they look after the road crew cars. We have cars that we take out for community events like parades, festivals, things like that we get requests. We also get requests to go to like retirement homes, birthday parties, driving for someone's wedding or anniversary, date night.
Senior prom, maybe?
Prom, yes. So
Better than renting a limo, right?
yes, absolutely. There's so many people are like, oh, I would love to do that instead of having a limo. It creates quite the experience. So
Are
these
you-
guys keep them up and running for us.
Are you open to talk about pricing, or is that something that's...
So yeah, it actually is $250 to start, and then it goes up there based upon like hour or like how far away the event is.
And that includes a driver, I assume,
Correct.
as well? Yeah. Okay. We also understand, we've heard, I think from your website, saw, that you hold special events here in this
Yes.
facility in the museum. What kind of special events, and how's that work?
Oh, we've had tons of things. So we do crab feeds, proms, memorial services, weddings, birthday parties, quinceañeras, you name it. We've done a lot of, we actually even held like a couple of concerts here, some shows. They used to do a variety show here. Also, we do dinners.
Podcasts?
Podcasts, yes.
ShaVolla, what do you see in the future for the California Museum?
I honestly, you know, like in real time right now, we're doing lots of renovations to the museum to make it more comfortable for our guests, but also to really emphasize some of the history and like the educational aspects of these vehicles that people don't always know about or don't have access to. So I see a lot of those things happening where we're just going to continue to elevate and build the museum up.
Do you have any rare or famous cars? I know you have a lot of rare cars.
I was going to ask you.
Oh, were you?
But that's okay.
I beat you to it.
You did.
Well, I mean,
know.
this Shelby Cobra is definitely one of the ones that people come specifically to see. But we also have a Lamborghini that was done for Malcolm Forbes, and it's like in gold and money green. We have a Rita Hayworth Cadillac, and there's a story behind that, how her stuntman acquired that car. We have the AP Giannini car, who was the founder of Bank of Italy and later known as Bank of America. And he also had many different ventures, lots of stories on his own in that.
This area that we're sitting in now is relatively new. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, this is our new race gallery. So
Race gallery.
We had something many years ago called the Speed, and the Dream of Speed. And we've just kind of taken everything out of here, reimagined it. We've been putting a lot of work into doing everything like from the ground up. The flooring, the cars that we're choosing, the stories that we're choosing to tell, the stories that we're putting on the wall, having more information. Yes, this is an auto museum, but there's so much more to it than just the auto. People want to know all the other stories that go with that. There's car guys that come in here and they already know the specs of cars, but they want to know the stories. Who drove this car? Where did it go? Who owns it now? Did it race?
For those people watching who want to know where you are, what your hours are, your days you're open, how they get here, any of that stuff, can you let us know, let our viewers know all those details they need to know?
So you can find us on a lot of social media outlets under Cal Auto Museum. That's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, calautomuseum.com. You can go California Automobile Museum.com. You can go, that takes you to our website. If you look us up, just start typing in California Auto. We pop up. You can come to our website. It has our hours of operation, which is every day but Tuesday. And we're open from 10 to 5.
I have one more question for you.
But is there a fee to come?
There is a fee to come. We do have an admissions, and we have children, adults, and vintage. And then we also have military as well.
What about for old guys?
That's vintage.
Very good.
That was good. One more question for you. If you absolutely had to, what would be your favorite car in the museum? Only if you had to. I'm sure there's lots.
I do have a favorite, though.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff.
I do have a favorite. The 49 Buick convertible
you like
is
Buicks.
my favorite. I absolutely love that car. She's stunning. I've had the opportunity to drive that car, and she's a gem.
Well, can you show us that car and show us some of the other ones? Can we take a quick tour?
Of course.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wheels of history rolling fine from the 1880s to modern design. In Sacramento under the golden rays, the Automobile Museum takes you away. Cruising through time on a sunlit shore, engines hum tales like never before. For California dreams in a polished chrome glow, every car's got a story, let the journey flow. Antique treasures and a rare machine, each Each one a chapter, a sight to be seen. From horseless buggies to sleek road kings, the past comes alive as the engine sings. Cruising through time on a sunlit shore, engines hum tales like never before. California dreams in a polished chrome glow. Every car's got a story, let the journey flow. Open roads and vintage tricks. Sacramento's heart beats loud and clear. The soul of the past is waiting here. Pedals and pistons, gears that grind. Legends of speed and moments in time. California roads where dreams collide. In this museum, history takes a ride.
Well, John, that was fun, wasn't it?
I had a blast.
Oh,
man.
I did
Looking
too.
at all those
Lots
classic
to
cars.
see.
Awesome.
Lots to see.
Which car did you like best?
I was partial to the Datsun 240Z myself.
Out of all those cars, you go with the Datsun.
Okay, the Ferrari 308 GTS was good too.
I like the Cobra. I'll take the Cobra
Did you?
every
okay,
day.
I'll race you in the Ferrari.
Oh, I'm going to beat you.
Are you?
I don't
okay.
know.
Well,
I have no idea. That's it, though. Thanks for joining us, guys. Don't forget to come here to the California Automobile Museum.
that's right.
Visit them. They have wonderful curators and other people.
They have docents that'll walk you around.
Docents.
You can make a classic
That too?
token out of a penny.
I didn't know that.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I missed that
Yeah,
part.
and
I
they
guess.
have a 1950s jukebox.
Oh, I
They
missed
do.
that too.
You can play that too, and of course you can have the look at all the wonderful automobiles.
Did you see that
including the
really cool
240Z.
bicycle, that gold bicycle?
I saw you on it. Yeah,
That was
impressive.
That was Kermit, not me.
Kermit,
Anyway,
okay.
we want to thank, before we say goodbye to
Yes.
you, we want to thank Dennis, our buddy, our LOL Dennis with Dennis dude,
Yes.
for helping us on this production, for being here to help us haul gear and run camera and set up lights, and even hand us this big fuzzy microphone.
That's right.
That's right. So Dennis, thank you, and thank all you
Thank you,
viewers for
Dennis.
coming out here as well.
That's right. Thank you.
with
You make
us
it happen.
virtually. Don't
Yes.
forget to like
Comment.
and subscribe.
Yes, to our channel, and go to the calautomuseum.org.
Or watch them here on John Dan Unscripted.
That's
but anyway,
right.
we got to run. Till next time, thanks for being here with us.
See you later.
Bye, bye, bye.
On your toes, where the convo